Hmm. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here now for reflection on all of today's international games in World Cup qualifying in Europe. So, yes, we are now going to quickly head over to here where you can see my screen, and we're going to have ourselves a quick look at all of the games. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games today. 15 is the amount. It's going to be a marathon to get for all of these then. And there's some high scoring ones in here as well. Starting with the 5 o'clock kickoff, Armenia vs Romania, which I didn't stream for. And we'll turn the stuff on, which ended 3-2 in favour of Armenia. Which is going. Yeah, I'm zooming in a wee bit because I kind of see really, because I can't really see very much of that. There we go. So, scoring started on 56 minutes when Armenia went 1-0 up through Spurtsian, and then Romania equalised through Kakaradolu, and then went in front from him, then went 2-1 up, and then in the last couple of minutes of the game, Armenia turned it around to win 3-2. What a turnaround that would have been in like 56 minutes when it started. The home side take a surprise lead as Spurtsian is allowed to advance to the edge of the penalty box, and his shot deflects off a defender beyond Nita. Okay. So that was for 1-0 then. Then 62 minutes, the substitute with his first international goal, guiding a high ball past Yurinchenko from close range. Okay, then the comeback is complete. That guy steering a back post header across goal. In via a deflection, he did not score in his first 11 Romanian appearances. Now he's got 2 in 11 minutes. Then there was a red card. It doesn't give any description of the red card, it just says he's dismissed. Then, at this point, it's 2-1 to Romania. And then, wait, that's a Romanian red card. Ooh. The Armenia skipper gets sides back in terms at Brashiglian's cross from the right, volleying it in. A reminder, Harayan is a centre back. Okay. So then there's a penalty on the 89th minute for Armenia. 2 goals in 3 minutes, and Armenia are back in front, cool as you like, from Baragashian. He strolls up to the ball and sends the keeper the wrong way, and that game would end 3-2. What a game, what a second half. And then we saw Greece take on Georgia, which ended 1-1. An own goal on 76 minutes, and then an equaliser on 78. That's how that one would end. So 76 minutes is what we've got on now. Actually here you can see. It was going to take something remarkable to break the deadlock, and there it is, an own goal. Limnios bursts down the right and delivers the cross into the area. Kabadze is trying to put it out for a corner, but instead volleys it beyond his own goalkeeper. Okay, wow. Then Georgia have hit back within 2 minutes, and it is a great strike. Kavashilia picks up the ball on the left wing, dribbles inside, cutting past two defenders before firing a low shot inside Vlachodimos' near post. And that game would end 1-1 there. Then we had Spain beating Kosovo by 3-1. With Olmo, Ferran Torres and Gerard Moreno getting in on the act, with Halimi getting the consolation for Kosovo. So we start on 34 minutes then. Okay. 34 minutes. Beautiful finish from the hero in Georgia 3 days ago. Almost strikes again for Spain with a wonderful curling effort. From just inside the penalty area, he bends it between two Kosovoan defenders into the top corner. It has been coming. And then just a couple of minutes later, an emphatic finish from Ferran Torres. As Spain scored twice in barely a minute, Kosovo looks shell-shocked. Pedri sweeps the ball wide with a superb ball to Torres, who arrows his shot into the far post. From the corner of the box, an emphatic strike, and what's now be benched the weekend by Pep Guardiola. And then it was 70 minutes in. A sensational goal comes out of the blue for the visitors. Unai Simon attempts to sweep up at the edge of his penalty area, but he loses possession to Halimi, who chips in from distance. Game on? No. Game was not on because 5 minutes later, the hope for Kosovo is short-lived. As substitute, Gerard Moreno flicks Koke's corner past stranded Ukani. And that game would end like that. 3-1 to Espanyol. Okay. So then it was Lithuania 0, Italy 2. Sensi with the goal on 48 minutes before an Immobile penalty sealed the points on the 94th. So let's head down to here then. It was 48, so it would be second half. Indeed, Sensi was introduced to half-time, and the Italy midfielder had made an immediate impact as the substitute's shot from outside the penalty area squeezes past Sfadikuras to give the visitors the lead. Okay. And then it was 94 minutes. It was a penalty. Immobile steps up and bags his goal with the final kick of the game. A well-taken penalty to finally beat Svedkakas. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, it would end 2-0 to Italy there. As now we see a goalless game between Northern Ireland and Bulgaria. Stats for this one, I guess we'll have a look at. There was no goals, of course. 14 attempts for Northern Ireland. 14. Just 3 for Bulgaria. 6 on target. 6 off target, 3 on target, to 2 off target, 1 on. 5. You had 5 blocked, 1 off the woodwork, 12 corners, 3 offsides. Dominated possession. How have Northern Ireland not won this game? Jeez, oh. How did they not win that? My God. And France beat Bosnia by 1-0. A Griezmann goal on 60 minutes. France take the corner short to try and work an angle to get into the box, which eventually comes when Lamar lays the ball back out to the left flank for Rabiot, whose cross is headed in by the unmarked Griezmann. And that game will end 1-0. So now, moving swiftly on, because I want to get through these as quick as possible, because I want to get some sleep tonight. Okay, right then. So then, Ukraine drew 1-1 with Kazakhstan. Yaremchuk on 20 minutes, and then Mishkarev on 59. So firstly done to 20 minutes then, let's see. What a well-worked goal. Once again the weight of Zinchenko's defence, splitting pass is perfect, allowing Yaremchuk to place a curling shot into the corner with his first touch. It has been coming. And then an assist for the Manchester City man, Alexander Zinchenko. As they end on 59 minutes, incredible. A lovely finish from Muzikov, ending a break, bending ball into the corner from an incredible angle after a pass from Nikolaev, but Ukraine will be furious. They spurned so many chances before then. That's the third goal in 7 games for Kazakhstan. Ukraine have won all 4 previous meetings between the two nations. Can they get back in front here? No, they couldn't, because this game would end 1-1, as you can see at the top of the screen there. 1-1. We'll have a look at all the groups later on. Of course, at the same time as that, Moldova slumped to a 4-1 defeat at the hands of Israel, despite going in front in the game. On 29 minutes before Zahavi equalised on the stroke of half-time, for Solomon, Dabur and Nacho got the goals for Israel in the second half. So we're going to 29 minutes first. Also a red card came on 50 minutes. We'll have a look at that as well. So 29 minutes. Mata's right wing corner is headed down by Nikosiklu, and Tibi gets there first, but the Israel defender makes a mess of clearing and succeeds only in playing the ball straight for Karp a few metres from goal. So it's good composure to score low under the goalkeeper and give Moldova the lead. Who was in goal for Israel for this one? I presume it was Marciano. Yeah, it was Marciano. You can't be doing that at the weekend, though, mate. Into the 1 minute of added time. And then on the second minute of added time, on the stroke of half time, Israel draw level. A well-worked goal as slick passing move ends a threat to score. We're going to move past that bit. Slipping in Zahavi, who makes no mistake as he finishes well inside the goalkeeper's far post. Kind of 50 minutes here. Moldova down to 10. Nigaziglu and Israel's challenge each other off the ball and end up pushing one another here, with the Moldova player pushing his opponent in the chest to the ground before being shown a straight red card, as Taha was booked for Israel as well, and there was another yellow card showing to the Moldova player as well. Okay, on 57 minutes, Israel makes the one-man advantage count as they go ahead for the first time. Zahavi plays a 1-2 with Dabur and is denied by Koshelev, but the rebound spills to Solomon, who makes it 2-1 to the visitors. And then that's a big box. I think there's maybe meant to be a picture in there. Anyways, 64 minutes in, Israel pulling clear and really making the numerical advantage tell. Dassa's fast ball into the box from the right is spilled by Koshelev, and Dabur is there to put the rebound into the net. And then it's going finished just a couple minutes later. Koshikari is caught out in midfield as Moldova are too slack in possession, although the Bears' attempt is blocked by Epineo. Nacho is one hand on the to send a deflected attempt into the net. Israel are in complete control now, having come from a goal down to lead 4-1. Which is, of course, how the game would end. 4-1. Okay, right then. Up next is the game of the night. Scotland 4, Faroe Islands 0. So, the goals in this one, John McGinn on 7 minutes. Then again on 53 minutes. Che Adams gets his first Scotland goal on 60 minutes before Ryan Fraser 5'4" with a header on 70 minutes. So we're gonna go and have a quick look at these. Of course, I watched all of the goals going live here in this one. Okay, right. So 7 minutes. Scotland's early possession gives them their reward as McGinn puts them in front with a firm finish. McGregor plays in Tierney on the left and stays onside the cutback for the Aston Villa midfielder, who gets his second goal of World Cup qualifying campaign. It's also the first time Scotland have led in the game since Group F began. First time we've led in the game for a wee while, is it? Scotland national football team. Let's have a look then. When was the last time Scotland were in front in a game? Because it wasn't against Israel and Austria. It wasn't there. It was since the game in Serbia that we went in front. Yeah. That night in Serbia was the last time we were in front in a game of football. Mad. Before tonight, of course. Our next game is against the Czech Republic at Hampden in the Euros. Then against England at Wembley, then Croatia at Hampden. That's a bit mad if you really think about it like that, isn't it? Anyways, yep. Then Craig Gordon had to make a good save. Yeah, I'm actually going to highlight this actually. It's a great attempt from Hendrickson. Tries luck from long range. As he's heading for the top corner until Gordon thrusts himself across his goal to step up behind for a corner. It's a good save from the experienced goalkeeper. And as much as I might not be a massive fan of the club Craig Gordon's at, that was a good save. And I have got to give credit to him for that. Despite my very much dislike for him. Scotland did that to the lead, yes. 91% yes, jeez. I wonder who that 9% was though. Anyway, 53 minutes on the clock, and there's the goal, which gives Scotland a cushion and could well make the points safe. Robertson threads out to Tierney on the left, and he turns his opponent, Larson, inside out before cutting across in for McGinn to head in his and the home side's second of the match, and Kieran Tierney's second assist of the match, which he would add to on 60 minutes. What a way to open your international account. Adams skips inside with a strong first touch and sets himself up well for the powerful low finish from 20 metres. Nielsen does get a hand to the attempt, but there is too much on it and can't prevent Scotland from getting their third. And Che Adams' first goal for the Tartan Army. Despite me not being a fan of the ruling that lets him play for Scotland, he's gonna be good for Scotland. I hope Che Adams becomes good, actually is good for Scotland. Because if we can keep on scoring goals for us, then, well, I'll be happy. Especially if we can score goals at the Euros. That would be great. Anyways, 10 minutes later, we got a fourth. Robertson's Robertson's cross hangs beautifully for Fraser, whose downward header into the net is a nice follow-up to the strike which gives Scotland their point in Israel at the weekend. Clarkside are certainly sure of a victory here now. And of course, 5'4", Ryan Fraser. 5'4". You can see him there. He's not the biggest guy, is he? Then, of course, 73 minutes. Not 73 minutes in. Wait, when was it? 68 minutes in before the goal. Kevin Nisbet. Come on, Kev. This was a good moment. Good moment. Was happy to see this. Was happy for Kevin Nisbet as well. Another game without Lyndon Dykes goal. His international drought goes on. Of course, 4-0 is how that game would end. And we'll have a look at what that does for the group a bit later on. However, it looks good with some of the results in this group, which of course I believe we'll be going to have a look at the other game in this group in just a second. As Austria slumped to a 4-0 defeat at home against Denmark. Which, of course, Olsen scores first on 58 minutes, before Maheli on 63, Højbjerg on 67, and then Olsen again on 74. So we started on 58 minutes for Denmark. Okay, 58 minutes here then. 58. He's only been on the pitch a few minutes. Skov Olsen is there to meet a beautifully timed low cross from Delaney on the left, and the Bologna man taps into the net before goalkeeper Shugler can meet him. Okay, that was for 1-0 and for 2-0. What a few minutes for Denmark. Maheli finds himself in front of goal, in front of the three visiting attack. Maheli finds himself in front of three of the visiting attack, and suddenly he is played through by Delaney. Maheli doesn't need a second chance as he slides the ball under the goalkeeper. 2 assists in 5 minutes for Delaney. It's free. Suddenly Denmark have another. After a mix-up with the goalkeeper, Shaglar gifts the ball to Braithwaite. The Barcelona man is a long way out, so he squares the ball to Højbjerg, who taps into the vacant goal from outside the penalty area. That's 13 goals in 3 games for Denmark now. Mad. And that's arguably the pick of the bunch. Skov Olsen is played forward, and the substitute beats the offside drop. He slows down, delivers a step over to send his man the wrong way, and slams the ball into the net. And that's how the game would end, at 4-0. Okay, right then. Oi. Okay. Okay, then Albania travelled to San Marino and got a 2-0 win there, with Minaj and Uzini getting the goals there. On 63 and 85. The first day, they've been made to work for it, but the visitors have finally broken through. Uzini's cross from the right wing is pinpoint, and Minaj works a metre of space in front of goal to score a downward header, relief for Albania. That's the second for the visitors, who are surely going to win this one now. Lejani's left wing corner is met by Dejamitis at the near post, and though the header comes back off the crossbar, it falls for Vasily to fire low towards goal. Yunus getting a slight touch to take it over the line. Okay, that game done 2-0. Whoosh. Then Hungary travelled to Andorra and won 4-1. The scoring starting on 45 minutes with Fila on 2 minutes additional in the second minute stoppage time at the end of the first half. Gustad going on 51, Highland Slayer on 58, and Nego on 90 minutes before a Pujol penalty on 93, getting the consolation for Andorra. So we start on the stroke of half time. Where we go to first. Okay, the visitors have broken. The visitors have broken through. Have broken through now though. The corner is cleared only as far as Nikolic on the left of the area as he lifts the ball back towards goal. Fila is waiting to head in his first international goal. Okay, that's the second for Hungary, and Gustad makes this chance count. Nikolic's low cross from the right is cut out, but he regains possession and lifts the ball towards the far post where Gustad climbs above two defenders to head in. Then Hungary are threatening to run away with this one now. Shazlai flicks on Naji's ball forward, and Kallenheiser nips in to slot past the exposed Gomez. As then 90 minutes, the substitute has made it 4, but the goal owes much to Varga, whose free kick comes back off the left post, and Nejo follows up to roll it in. And then a late penalty there for Andorra. No mistake from 38-year-old Andorra, at least on the score sheet. Okay, right. Just a few to go now. As England beat Poland 2-1 at Wembley. But from what I saw in the timeline, it didn't look easy for the Three Lions, as Kane scored a penalty in 19 minutes. Moder scored the equaliser on 58 before Maguire scored the winner on 85. Heartbreak for Poland. It was the 19th minute England got a penalty. So for a foul on Raheem Sterling, England are ahead with a penalty that gives Kane the most successful spot kicks of any Three Lions player in history. The prolific Spurs striker deceives Szczesny, placing a powerful and precise penalty down the middle as the goalkeeper dives to his right. That was for 1-0. Then it was 58 minutes to Poland drew level at Wembley. The Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder curls Poland level. Moder pickpockets Stones on the edge of the penalty area, and if the England defender takes a heavy touch, Milik prods play into his path in front of goal. On the left, and from a tight angle, he slams into the far corner of the net, giving Pope no chance. We're level. Before heartbreak for Poland on 85 minutes. England retake the lead. Stones atones for that slip for Poland's goal, struggling to meet the corner at the back post with an acrobatic leap and header that plants the ball into the into the path of Maguire, who thunders a first time half volley beyond Szczesny. That's what you call an emphatic finish. I've not seen the goal, but it sounded good. Before England go, don't work out the group, mate. Hey. 27% of people think they're going to win. Deluded England fans, isn't it, really? Scotland, we all know Scotland are going to win. Okay, right then. So then reconnect, please. There we go. Liechtenstein versus Iceland. Iceland went in front on 12 minutes through someone. B. Severson. Then on 45+1. B. Banish Bjerson made it 2-0. Then 3-0 on 77 minutes from Palsson. Frick drew one back for Liechtenstein on 79 before a late penalty made it 4-1 for Iceland. So we opened this going on 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes in, it was 1-0. Magnusson floats in an inviting ball and not picked up close in on goal. As the number 2 plants a powerful header beyond his sprawling Oshbelt to give Iceland the lead. Hey, and on the stroke of half time, Gunnarsson's long ball from deep, headed down by Troutiston into the stride of Bjarnason, who's quickest start prodding home as the second goal of the night. Although I've got an itchy nose now, jeez. Okay, right. So it's then 77 minutes. The free kick is whipped in by Sigurdsson and the number 4 towers above his marker to plant a meaty header into the back of the net. For 3-0 there. Spectacular finish as the number 7 swings directly from the corner kick. That was for 3-1 for... So it scored from the corner, that's mad. Okay, then a late penalty there for Iceland. A perfectly placed penalty high and down the middle as the keeper dives to his left. Okay. As we end then with one of the shocks of the day. North Macedonia winning in Germany. They went ahead on the stroke of half time. Ilkay Gundogan's penalty on 63 minutes to Germany level. And Elmas scored the winner to break German hearts on 85 minutes. Mad. So, here we go. From the right, Alioski floats it across the penalty area. Barley takes a tremendous first touch to draw the German defenders before picking out Pandev. 10 metres from goal, the unmarked captain pokes his left foot out to steer it past Ter Stegen. Okay, right then, here we go for the second half. So, Leroy Sané wins the penalty, Ilkay Gundogan scores it. There's a cool finish from the Germany captain, sending keeper diving to his right and firing down the middle to equalise. A Manchester City player scoring a penalty. Who'd have thought it? Okay then. And then it was 85 minutes in. Ademi shimmies towards the byline. He turns and pings it through the legs of Rudiger and into the third of Elmas, who guides it side through to pass to Stegen to give the visitors the lead once again. And that's how that game would end. I'm going to want to have a look at some of the stats though. Statistics. Let's have a look. So 11 attempts to 4, 6 off target to none, 2 on target to 3. Okay, they had 3 blocked to 1 blocked off the woodwork. They had 2 corners, 1 offside. Down most of the ball, and more passes completed. They recovered 2 last balls. made many less tackles and blocks. So you had more yellow cards and committed the same number of fouls. So maybe Germany a bit unlucky not to win the game, but fair play to North Macedonia, man. And with that, I just want to have a quick look at my predictions and how I did today. So we started off today with Armenia versus Romania, and my prediction was in fact a 2-0 win for Romania. It was about a 3-2 win for Armenia, which is 1 point from that game. Then Greece played Georgia. I said a 3-0 win for Greece. It was in fact a 1-1. That's going to be no points. Spain played Kosovo. I said 5-0. It was 3-1. Another 1 point for that game. Lithuania versus Italy. I said 2-1 Italy. It was in fact 2-0. Another 1 point there. Ukraine then played Kazakhstan. I said 2-0. Ukraine was in fact a 1-1. No points there. 1. No, that's going to be a 0. Moldova played Israel. I said 3-1 to Israel. It was in fact 4-1. That's a 2 point. Oops. That's 2 points. Scotland then take on the Faroe Islands. I said 4-1. Scotland bettered up by getting a 4-0. 2 points for that one. Come on, Scotland. Austria then took on Denmark. I said 2-1 to Denmark. It's back to 4-0 for Denmark. And 1 point for that one. San Marino, Albania. I said 2-0 Albania. That is what happened. In fact, that would be 3 points for that one. Andorra played Hungary. I said 2-1 Hungary. It was 4-1. Another 2 points in that. England then took on Poland. I said 2-1. And it was 2-1. 3 points in that one. Liechtenstein took on Iceland. I said 1-1. It was 4-1 Iceland. 1 point from that. And then Germany took on North Macedonia. I said 2-0 Germany. It was in fact 2-1 to North Macedonia. No points. So then, with these, let's add these up. So we will go. I'm going to get a calculator so I don't make any mistakes. It's going to be 2 plus 0. Oops, plus 0 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2. So that's Moldova, Israel. So we were up to Moldova, Israel here. Scotland, Faroe Islands plus 2. Plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 0 for 33 points. My best return yet from a match day in this qualifying campaign. For 33. That's very decent, you know. I'm just doing a quick health count here then. So 1, 4, 6, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 24, 25, 27, 28, 31, 33. So 33 points is no bad there. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. And that is this first international break of 2021 to a close. Next international break, pretty sure there'll be some friendlies before the Euros summit. There might be some stuff like that, but I'm not sure. Next month we'll be back to Not So Saturday. So I'll have to have a look at the fixtures. And yeah, waiting for some of the Premiership games to be allocated TV slots. So, yeah. Let's have a look at this. Scottish Premiership. Split TV games. Let's have a look. Have any of them been announced for TV yet? Sky Sports make live TV choices after SPFL splits. There we go. Let's have a look then. So, yes, our game away to Rangers is going to be, that's on a Sunday. Okay, that's week 34. Week 35. Okay, wait, no, so, wait. Okay, no, so 2 of them have been selected so far for May. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help. Further matches may be selected in due course. But so far we've got the Old Firm and Rangers Aberdeen. Are either of those Saturday? They're both going to be Sundays, aren't they? Sunday, yep. And the final day. Oh, final day is a Saturday, actually. Saturday the 15th. Rangers Aberdeen. I'll probably be watching Hibs Celtic at that time, though, so... Hey, okay. I'll start then. In terms of actual Premiership matches that I might be able to get my hands on. Let's have a look then. Scottish Premiership. Of course. It's Cup weekend this week. So no league football. Then we've got St Johnstone Aberdeen. Okay, wait, table. Okay, so... We've got Rangers away first. Oh, that's... Hi! Here, Aberdeen have first. Aberdeen have St Johnstone first. So Aberdeen might have a chance to actually make up some ground on us. As we sit 3rd currently. Because we know Rangers have already won it though. So maybe Rangers can sit off a wee bit. Hopefully. Get some points against them. We can hope. But I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching now, guys. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you've not done so already on this stream. And I'll thank you for watching. And I will see you on Friday for Premier League